Hi, and welcome to another video. And this video is gonna go up right after the previous one. But before I forget, and I did this video already, but for some reason, again, my phone, the video ended, and the video wasn't recorded. So again, I know it's them hacking into my phone because they don't want me to say what I'm gonna say. But it doesn't matter how many times they stop the video. I'm gonna do this video until this I know it's saved. So I talked about before when I used to listen to earlier in my targeted when I was listening to Malcolm X. I was reading about Malcolm X, listening to Dr. Khalid Muhammad, anything that has to deal with these these black prophets, right? And I call them prophets because that's what they are. These black crystals or Christ, okay? Because definitely that's who they are, right? Because we don't understand the meaning of the word Christ. We think Christ is just somebody named Jesus Christ. No, Christ was a title bestowed upon those who have reached a certain level of enlightenment. Maybe the person was stand up against the state, right, and bringing people together to fight against the state that was brutalizing its citizens, right? So those titles were given to those people. So yesterday, after coming from the mall, I was I was on YouTube scrolling down, and my cursor went over the video was Malcolm X. The video was called "Who Taught You to Hate Yourself," and immediately as my cursor went onto that video, I hear whoop whoop, and it kind of brought me back to the beginning of my targeting when this was happening so much. Right, whenever I was reading about Malcolm X, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, just listen to the sirens out there, very very low. They're very sneaky. They've been very sneaky. They've been doing it so subtle as to not have the microphone on the phone um, pick up the the noise campaign. Right? It's been very subtle. And previously, after I finished doing the first video, which part one, they started with the sirens again, but it was very short. It wasn't loud. It was very short, very subtle. So anyway, as I was saying, so when that happened to me yesterday, it kind of brought me back to those times, right? When I was listening to those, watching those videos or reading books and stuff like that on Black history and stuff like that. Stuff like because information that was coming out that they didn't want to have out and they didn't want me to know these things. So this happened again yesterday, and I was like, okay. So when I uploaded the previous video, I was like, oh man, I forgot to talk about this, all right? And I was explaining in the video that I didn't say. I said, they have gotten us so confused and so miseducated about the word Christ. When we say Christ, we think it's just Jesus Christ, where the word was originally applied to anyone. It was a title bestowed upon anyone who had to reach a certain level of consciousness, or maybe a so-called freedom fighter. Right? It could be like, you know, uh, for example, Martin Luther King would have been considered a Christ or a Christos, right? Malcolm X, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, uh, Minister Louis Farrakhan. Okay, those people would be considered Christ, a Christ. That's what they would be considered, and so they understand that any one of us could be a Christ. It doesn't matter if you're a black person. It doesn't matter if you're a white person. It doesn't matter if you're Asian, what have you. What matters is your ability to be selfless and to fight for those that you see are being mistreated, and also to reach a certain level of consciousness, higher thoughts. You know, so it's not just about just bringing people together, but it's about standing up against a repressive regime or a repressive state. Okay. So, with that being said, I just wanted to say, let me just do this because, again, the first video I did, it ended and the video didn't save. So I know when stuff like this happened, yeah, they don't want me talking about this stuff. So, I had the car revving the engine again. anyway, um, anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to put this out there. And surprisingly, now the video is not ending. So, I'm going to end the video, and I will speak to you guys in the next video.